Hi everyone, welcome to the latest instalment of our mini moon. Donna and I got married on the 13th of April 2024 and we headed off on a mini honeymoon through Scotland to the Western Isles, Lewis and Harris. So this video shows our journey from Grangemouth up to Ullapool. So we're heading up from Grangemouth, we headed to Tyndrum first. Donna wanted to stop off at the Green stop, famous filling station, petrol station, coffee shop on the road up to Glencoe, just above Cree and Larach. So we headed up there. It's expensive, but it's iconic, so really probably worthwhile going there as well. So definitely head up there if you're heading up in that direction. Stop off, even if it's just for a coffee. We then left Tyndrum, carried on up the A82, up through Glencoe. Those of you that have been to Glencoe, you'll know how picturesque it is. Absolutely beautiful place. We went up there. Weather wasn't too bad, to be fair, a bit showery, but still beautiful, atmospheric, lovely. Definitely put it on your bucket list. Get yourself to Glencoe. Then we headed up to Fort William from Glencoe, so basically a short stop up to Fort William. And Fort William's a great place as well. If you get a chance, get yourself to Fort William, even if it's just for an overnight. Some lovely places to eat and drink, and it's just quite a nice picturesque place on the end of the West Highland Way. We headed past there, we headed up the side of Loch Ness, and then headed across country to Ullapool. Ullapool being on the west coast of Scotland. Really nice place again, well worth it if you're in that general vicinity. Lots of places to eat and drink, beautiful scenery, and lovely hotels. We stayed in a place called the Arches. Definitely worth it. From there we got the ferry across. So this was where we had dinner, the chippy. It's award-winning chippy. We jumped on the ferry the next morning, and the ferry takes you across from Ullapool to Stornoway on the Western Isles. Ferry journey was pretty straightforward. Caledonian and McBrain, this is us waiting in the queue to board the ferry. It's all very well organised. No issues. Pretty much straight on, parked up, and then up into the kind of passenger decks for a bit of comfort. We ended up, I think we had, no, I was going to say I think we had breakfast. I think we did have breakfast, actually, to be honest with you. It was very good. The food was fantastic, both ways. Definitely worth trying their food on the ferries if you've got time, or if you've not eaten. And sailing was smooth, weather was good. Blue skies, waters were pretty calm. So you're going over across a piece of water called the Minch, which I believe can get quite choppy at times. But we were lucky. It was pretty straightforward all the way. Pretty flat, calm. So that was good. Weather was good. Donna's not a great sailor, so I think we were quite thankful that the weather was pretty benign, to be honest. So, and then over to Stornoway. Again, pretty straightforward. You're straight off. You're right into the heart of Stornoway. So if you're staying in Stornoway, pretty simple. To find your hotel. There's not a lot to it. So ultimately, you'll find your hotel pretty quickly, and there's some lovely places again to eat and drink, and lovely things to do in Stornoway and Stornoway Castle and other things. So as you can see, the ferry journey is about 2 hours and 45 minutes from start to finish, and then we landed in Stornoway. Had a wee wander about, seen some of the local sites. That's a representation of a black house. We'll show you that later on in another video. Some other signs and plaques and things in the centre of Stornoway. So anyway, thanks very much. This is the view from our hotel. Thanks for watching. Thanks for those that have subscribed. If you've not subscribed, then I mean it's free, so please subscribe. It'll help the channel out, and hit the notification button and give it a thumbs up if you enjoy what we're doing. Thanks very much for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye.